Hey guys, thanks for watching your January yoga workout for BeyondFit. Hope you guys are liking the drop a jean size challenge. I know it's kicking my butt, so I'm loving it. So for your yoga workout, a lot of you guys said that you wanted some stretching and some relaxation to kind of counter the really intense workouts we've been having. So I tried to take all that into consideration and come up with more of a stretch-based workout. Again, you're going to want to do this when your body is warm. So if you have some extra time after a regular workout, you can kind of switch gears and use this as like a stretch and a cool down. You could do it on one of your off days after your leisurely walk. That's just fine. That gets your heart rate going. That gets your body moving. You just don't want to, come to your mat ice cold and try to stretch. Stretching a cold muscle can lead to injury, and I know that we all want to avoid that with our busy lives. One thing that's probably going to help you with this workout is just to find an old towel. And you're probably going to want to fold it lengthwise so you have a nice big long strap-o towel to help you. If you actually have a yoga strap, that would be great. If you have a resistance band, I think I have a resistance band here. Okay, that would work just as well. A lot of these stretches are going to really help releasing tight hips and tight hamstrings. And I know it's really hard to straighten our legs all the way with our arm length, so it's going to be helpful to have some sort of prop to allow you to do that safely and get an effective stretch. Okay, so the first stretch that we're going to do is a thread the needle stretch. It's going to really get kind of the back and the upper body. It's going to look a little awkward. Your booty's probably going to be up in the air, but it's all good. So on your mat, for our thread the needle stretch, what you want to do is you want to come to all fours, and you're going to take one arm or the other, extend it slightly, and then we're going to shoot it under the arm through the hole between the opposite arm and leg. This is why we're threading the needle. We're going to bend our arm that's helped keeping us stable, taking weight into that hand, and we're going to release our opposite shoulder and opposite side of the head to the ground. So from the front, it's like this, booty up. From the other side, right there, just like that. You want to do that on both sides. Again, make sure you're even. You're really going to feel that stretch through the shoulder, through the back. It's going to feel great with all those heavy weights that you've been doing. So after that, you want to move on to either a pigeon or a figure four stretch. If you have knee issues, you're going to do the second option I'm going to show you. Don't hurt your knees trying to stretch yourself out. First option is a pigeon. This is really going to work into your hips. So from our tabletop here, I'm going to take my right knee toward my right wrist. I'm going to rotate out so that my ankle is coming toward the other wrist. Okay? And then I'm going to walk the back leg out to where it's straight, keeping my weight nice and centered. Feel a nice stretch here in my hip, and I could even walk down to my forearms if I wanted to. Okay, so that's your pigeon stretch. If you have knee issues, don't do what I just showed you. Please, 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 please. If you have knee issues, you're going to do a figure four stretch. So you're going to lay on your back, knees bent. I'm going to do it with my left leg, so I'm going to cross my left leg right here, just like this. I'm going to bring my right knee up behind my left ankle. One arm goes through the legs, one arm to the outside, and I'm going to pull in. And I'm actually, it's very, very hard to see it, but I'm actually pushing my left elbow on my left knee. That's pushing right into this hip joint, and you can feel just as good of a stretch there. Okay, another option for a hip opener, if neither of those are appealing to you, just a good old-fashioned butterfly stretch. Soles of the feet together, knees pressing toward the ground as best you can, and then just keeping a flat back, leaning over those feet. Any of those will work your tight hips. You could do all three if you want. Again, this is your workout, so either pigeon, figure four, or what's called cobbler's pose, which is our butterfly stretch. You want to incorporate one or all three in there. The next thing that we're going to do is a wind removing pose. So this is going to just kind of work into the hips again. So laying back, we want to lengthen our left leg. We want to either flex or point the foot. We just don't want it hanging there. We want it to be active to help support us. We're going to bend the right knee and we're going to send that knee toward the right armpit almost. Okay? So we want, again, no pressure on the knee. Hands are either on the calf, sort of pushing that leg, compressing it toward the body and pulling it toward the armpit. Or if you have knee issues, you want to grab the low hamstring. We can bend the knee, put that calf right on top of those hands, and send the knee back. That creates space in the knee joint so we don't hurt ourselves. And then you want to switch. So we want to do our wind removing pose on both sides. Again, that's going to work into the hip. After that, we want to do a reclined hamstring stretch. So for these last 3 stretches, if you have your resistance band or your yoga strap or your towel, whatever you have, this is one that's going to be helpful. So we have 3 stretches, and we're kind of going to do them in a row before we switch. So laying on our back, I'm going to go right side first. So left leg is out. I'm going to flex the foot to keep it active. You can point it to keep it active, whatever you'd like. Wrapping the towel around the ball of the foot. We're just going to extend that leg up, flexing the foot, send the heel toward the ceiling. And we want to gently pull the leg toward us. Again, until you feel a stretch but no pain. Okay, a nice straight leg here. Don't hyperextend your leg. You want a little micro bend in it, but you'll definitely feel this in the hamstring. So you probably want to hold here up to 30 seconds. Okay, then I'm going to take the towel in my right hand, because again, my right leg is up. And I'm going to let that leg drop to the outside. Okay, it's hanging off the ground here. It's definitely not on the ground. The key here, we want to keep the upper body as flush to the ground as we can. We don't want to be peeling up off. Okay, it's okay if the leg doesn't touch the ground. That's fine. You're going to feel a nice opening right through the inside of the hip. And that's what the towel's here for. If you have to reach over and hold the leg with 2 hands, that's okay. Just try to keep both shoulders on the ground if you can. So we'll use the leg muscles to pull back up to our straight leg hamstring stretch. And then we'll take the leg across the body to the opposite side. Again, key here is a nice straight leg. That's going to get into the outside of the thigh, a little of the IT band. It's going to spiral back and get into the glutes and the low back as well. Both shoulders, we want to stay on the ground. Notice my leg is definitely not touching the ground. Okay, I lifted this morning. Flexibility is not my thing right now. But I can feel that stretch spiraling all the way up my body because I'm holding it properly. Again, leg is straight, little micro bend, and we bring it back up. So after that, you want to do the same thing on the left side. That's going to be our 3-part leg stretching series, and that's going to finish off our workout. So again, we have our thread the needle, we have our hip opener, which is either pigeon or a figure 4 stretch or a cobbler's pose. Then we have our wind removing pose, that knee tucked to the armpit. And then we have our 3-part leg stretch. Hamstring stretch straight up to the outside of the body and across the midline of the body. Again, remember to warm up before you do this, especially since it's so cold outside. And I hope you guys enjoy. Please, please, please leave your comments in the members portal on Facebook or send me a message. Let me know how you like it. Let me know if there's anything else that I can do to incorporate in the rest of our workouts. Hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you're all doing well. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.